time for another great movie tie-ins episode, and we're moving from PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2 with Spider-Man 2. Now we'll talk about the movies. Those three Spider-Man movies, well, they were alright. I mean, they were good action movies. They didn't do much, you know, to break boundaries as far as Spider-Man movies go. But, you know, they were pretty enjoyable, and I enjoyed them more than the more recent reboot that they did of the Spider-Man series. So, yeah. But Spider-Man 2, brilliant game, absolutely amazing game, and for one reason, no other Spider-Man game has captured web slinging as Spider-Man as good as this game does. And, I mean, just look at that. I mean, careening through New York and just web slinging and everything, it's done so well. It's absolutely brilliant, breathtaking actually, like you think of what they managed to do on PlayStation 2. The controls are just so tight. I mean, literally you're using like 2 buttons to just sling your web and then, like, you know, catapult yourself, and then you'll release that web and you'll be flying through the air, and then another one, and the momentum that it builds, like, as you swing, it's the highlight of this game, just swinging around the city. Obviously there's more elements to the game than this. It's very much like a sandbox world, and you can pretty much just go anywhere in the city, and basically you just help citizens with crimes that are either happening to them or that they've seen. So basically, yeah, that's it. You're just going to be running around New York and, you know, solving crimes. But what else did you expect with a Spider-Man game? But I mean, the other 2 movies, the first one and the third one, did have games, but none of them really stood up to what this game did. And yeah, I mean, it uses very simple things. You know, everyone will be familiar with kind of the Batman Arkham Asylum games and how the combat works. This game, the combat works very similar to that. You know, you'll get like a bleep above your head, and that'll be like, you know, your instruction to kind of dodge or press the parry button or what have you, just to get out the way of an attack. And yeah, I mean, it's basically button bashing as far as beating up enemies go. Now I will say this about it, it can get a little bit repetitive. Basically what happens is you've got to get a certain amount of hero points before certain, you know, objectives become available or missions become available. So, you know, it'll say to get to the next point, basically you need like 2,000 hero points. And what you've got to do there is just traverse around the city solving different crimes. And I won't lie, these crimes can get pretty repetitive, because I mean, there's really about 5. I mean, there's guys robbing a bank, there's guys having a shootout with the police, there's a man falling off a building, there's a girl who loses a balloon, and there's somebody getting mugged. So basically there's not much variety as far as that goes, but just the overall gameplay, just and how fun it is to be Spider-Man and swing around the city, it makes the repetitive nature of the missions like less boring. Basically, you're still having fun while you're doing them, even though, you know, when you're going to a crime, you know exactly what's going to happen, you know where the criminals are going to go, where they're going to flee, and all of that malarkey. But it's still loads of fun, and it's a great movie tie-in game. Maybe it's not the greatest movie, but definitely a great movie tie-in game. And if you love Spider-Man and you want to, you know, the feeling of being Spider-Man in New York's, you know, fighting crime, then this is the game for you. No other Spider-Man game has ever come close. I know the reboots tried to do a similar thing, but basically it wasn't as good as this. So yeah, Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 2, it's a great movie tie-in game, and if you want to be Spider-Man in New York, play it, you owe it to yourself. Anyway, I'm the Mongoose. I'll leave you like I always do, say thank you very much for watching, people, and if you've liked what you've seen, maybe, you know, hit the like button, leave us a comment. I love some feedback, and if you've enjoyed it in particular, maybe hit the subscribe button. Also, you can follow us on Twitter at MongooseOnAUni, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks very much for watching, people. Hopefully catch you next time. Bye.